Hey, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for joining me today. My name is Jerry and I am one frugal introvert. I created this channel to learn more about budgeting, cash stuffing, sinking funds, diversifying my income streams, and pretty much anything related to personal finance. So if you are interested in learning along with me, then please be sure to like this video, subscribe, comment down below, and also don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you know whenever I upload new content. So today I'm going to be doing my weekly check-in for week number 4 in the month of July. I'm going to be doing a little bit of cash envelope unstuffing, and then I am going to do my July budget closeout for this month as well. So if you're interested in seeing me do that, then just keep watching. All right, so I have my wallet here, and I'm going to start with the unstuffing of my weekly cash envelope. So I did start off with $40 in the groceries envelope, and I am left with $1, and I actually have some change. So let me just get that out. All right, so I do have some change left over, but I went to Ross and I bought this really cute jar. It says, "Trust in the Lord with all of your heart," Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5. So I got this from Ross and I'm gonna use this as my coin jar. So I'm just gonna put my coins in here. I do have $1 left over, so I'm gonna put that up here. So I'm gonna put that aside. I did start with $10 for this week in home, and I have $5 left over. So I'll set that up here. And then nothing in medicine, self-care, or miscellaneous. So these are done for the month of July. And then in my last video, I did mention that whatever rollover that I had, I was gonna start saving it and maybe doing like a rollover challenge and just like saving all of this money and then maybe counting it up at the end of the year. I think maybe I'm gonna do that. So I'm just gonna set this aside for the time being. And so now let's get into my Go Girl budget planner. Link will be in the description below, not sponsored. But I'm gonna zoom you guys in so that you can see all of my transactions. I'm gonna go over the weekly transactions, and then I am going to go over everything, all of my totals for the entire month, which, spoiler alert, I definitely went over budget, but just stay tuned so that you can see this hot mess of a budget that I have for this month. All right, you guys, I'm back. So I'm gonna start off with my income for the month. If you've been watching any of my other videos, then you will know that I am a salaried employee, so I get the same amount of money every single month. So my paycheck for this month was $2,176.29. I had some rollover from last month, that was $21. And then I actually won a giveaway from Jenny Budget here on YouTube. So I will be sure to link her channel below in the description box. But if you are watching this, thank you so much. I am so grateful for you for giving me that $50 because I definitely needed it. So in total, I had $2,247.29 to work with for the entire month. So before I get started with the monthly budget portion here, let me go over really quickly my transactions for this week. So I did end off in my last video on the 24th, and I mentioned that the 24th was going to be a no spend day because I recorded that video like 8 o'clock in the morning. So it was like really, really early, but I definitely did not have any plans to do anything or go anywhere that day. But I lied. I ended up going to Domino's and I spent $7.56 there. The 25th was a no spend day. And then on the 26th, I got sick and I had to go to doctor's care, and I spent $55 there. And then I had to get some medicine, and that ended up being $55.20. I also got gas, which I was trying to go the rest of the month without having to buy gas, but I had to get it. So it was $28.78. Now, if you guys are not using the Get Upside app, I strongly recommend doing it. You will get cash back for purchasing gas. So if you guys want to check it out, then I will leave my link, my referral code down below in the description box. And I would greatly appreciate it if you use it if you want to. And then on the 26th, I went to Aldi, got some groceries for $38.02. So the 27th and the 28th were no spend days. And then on the 29th, I went to Chick-fil-A and spent $9.65. On the 30th, now let me just tell you about Heritage Dental. I went there just for like a routine teeth cleaning. I think I met my deductible, so I wasn't gonna have to pay anything. But when they did the x-rays on my teeth, they saw that I had a cavity that broke through. So I ended up on the same day getting that cavity filled, and I had to spend $80 to fill that cavity. But it is what it is. All right, on the 30th as well, I went to Dollar Tree, bought some stuff for the house, bought some miscellaneous stuff, and I spent $7.33 there. And then I went to Ross and spent $4 there. And then finally on the 31st, which is today, I spent $33.46 at Ulta, and then $26.75 at Five Below. These purchases today, let me just tell y'all, I am probably gonna return some of this stuff. Especially there's an eyeshadow palette that I bought from Ulta, which I really didn't even need. So I think I'm gonna return that. But those are all of my transactions for this week. I'm kind of over this month if I'm being completely honest. But now back to the monthly budget. So I've already pre-filled everything in. I thought it would just be a lot quicker and easier to do it off camera. And then I will just kind of go over it with you, and then I'll add everything up and then put all of the totals down here, which I can go ahead and do at least the total income, which was $2247.29. And so my budgeted, this should equal up to actually that $2176.29. Let me add that up really quickly just to make sure. Yep, so it equaled up to that $2176.29. And then here, I highlighted this is my property taxes. I had a sinking fund already dedicated to that, so this money was not coming out of that paycheck, so I just highlighted it there so that I would know not to add that in with everything else that I was budgeting for the month. All right, so for my budgeted, that's gonna be $2176.29. So now for my actual, as you can see, I did do well in a lot of the categories. My rent, I spent $549.09, which is exactly what I budgeted. Internet was $72.25. Verizon was $90. Trident Chiropractic, I actually got discharged, so I don't have to go back there anymore. That's gonna be another bill that I don't have. But I spent $25.60 when I actually budgeted for $51.20, and so my difference was $25.60. CDM Health Center, I did spend $50. My actual was zero, or excuse me, my difference was zero. My subscriptions were $31.39, which is what I budgeted for. The doctor's visits, I only budgeted for $50, and then I did have an additional $65 from my medical sinking fund that I was gonna add in with that. So that 50 plus that 65 was gonna give me a total of 115, which I thought was gonna cover everything, but that visit to doctor's care was unexpected. So I ended up having to spend $165.31 altogether. And so that left me with a difference of negative $50.31. Womp womp. So my credit cards, I spent $250, which is exactly what I budgeted. Groceries, I only spent $112.39, and I budgeted $160. So I actually did really good with the groceries. That left me with a difference of $47.61. Gas, I did really good with that as well. I spent $61.28 and I budgeted $70. That left me with a difference of $8.72. Now personal, I went over a little bit. I spent $89.73 and I budgeted $75. So that's a difference of negative $14.73. Medicine, once again, I went over. I spent $95.38 because of that unexpected trip to doctor's care and that unexpected medicine I had to buy. So I spent $95.38, budgeted for $35, went over $60.38. Household, I did really well in that. Only spent $29.18, budgeted $40. That left me with $10.82. And I'm hoping that this math is correct, but let me know if it's not. Glasses USA, budgeted $66.49, and that's exactly what I spent. Savings, $50 is what I budgeted, and I put $50 in my savings. My investments, I budgeted $100 and actually put in $175. And I explained why I went over $75 in a previous video, and I will link that in the cards above if you want to see that. My sinking funds, I budgeted $360, and I actually put in $350. Here's why I messed up. So if I go back here, if you guys remember in my first budget with me video, I went over all the sinking funds that I was gonna stuff. Jewelry was one that was supposed to get $10. And I put that in there because I was supposed to get a jewelry sinking fund or a jewelry envelope, completely forgetting that I never got the envelope. So I didn't have the envelope to put the $10 in. So that's where that extra $10 came from. If you remember in my previous video, I had some extra money and I didn't know where it was supposed to go. That's where 10 of that extra dollars was supposed to go. So I only did $350 in there. So I had $10 left over. And then miscellaneous, let me just skip that. Property taxes was $115.35 that I budgeted for, spent $46.89. My difference was $68.46. Miscellaneous is where I really screwed up. I had so many like unbudgeted miscellaneous expenses. Eating out, I consider that to be like miscellaneous because I don't budget for eating out because I'm really trying to stop eating out. So basically whatever is left over in my budget is what I allocate towards miscellaneous. So I was left over with $75.87. I spent $281.65 in this category, meaning that I went over $206.65. So I am like completely, I'm like really disappointed in myself for going over, but I also know that this is a part of the journey. I am still learning. I'm still trying to figure out this whole budgeting thing, and I haven't been doing it for that long. So I have to learn to like cut myself some slack and give myself some grace whenever I do go over budget, because I know that it's not going to be this way forever. It's not going to be this way all the time. I will have mishaps. I will have screw ups, but that's all a part of the journey and that's all a part of learning. So you guys, if you do end up going over budget, don't be so hard on yourself. You know, just learn from this experience and move forward. All right, so I'm going to add up my actual columns and then the differences, and then we're gonna see what we have. So that gives me a total of $2,544.74. I am really praying that I did that right, because I'm not going back to do it over again. All right, and then let me do the difference. If y'all have the same kind of calculator or calculator similar to this, let me know in the comments below how you actually add up all these negative numbers, because I could not figure it out, so I had to do it on my computer. But I came up with negative 421.18. Hopefully that's right. Total expenses, I got, I'm just gonna bring that down, $25.44 and 34 cents. So let's see, I'm gonna do my total income minus my total expenses and see what the difference is. So I already know that the difference is not going to match this because I budgeted the $21.76.29 and then my actual total income was higher. So $22.47.29 minus $25.44.34. That is negative $296.95. I did go over, but you know, it is what it is. Like I said earlier, this is all a learning experience, but I am really looking forward to next month because I really do want to try to stay on budget. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys liked it. If you are interested in seeing more of my videos, then please be sure to subscribe to my channel and be sure to interact with me below in the comments, like this video as well. And until next time, peace.